Look at them, standing in line for 4 hours just to pay a billionaire $1,000 to be a walking billboard. We live in a world where people are absolutely desperate to wear a brand name on their chest. They think a shiny logo makes them important. But do you want to know a secret? You aren't just buying clothes, you are displaying your conditioning. The system has successfully convinced you to tie your self-worth to material things. The government isn't just governing your land, it is governing your mentality. While you are busy saving up for fake status, the ultimate corporate monopoly is cleaning out your pockets to fund mass destruction and control. Let's call a spade a spade. Governments are just common thieves, and they rely on a total psychological control to keep the machine running. Why are we handing over our hard-earned wealth to central systems run by compromised elites? Ask yourself, who is actually at the top? We're funding politicians embedded in dark, compromised networks, cartels and secret cults shielded from public accountability. Throughout history, these centralized powers have engineered crises and manipulated narratives to trick the public into backing multiple wars and devastating genocides, from the systematic destruction of Native Americans to modern global conflicts. Look at what we are witnessing right now in the Middle East with the brutal, ongoing genocide in Palestine. They weaponize ancient religious texts to justify modern ethnic supremacy and land theft, turning deep-seated traumas into tools for endless slaughter. But the playbook goes much deeper than war. We are watching the global elite play out their Agenda 2030 framework, a coordinated blueprint designed to enforce global compliance and depopulation. They engineer shipping bottlenecks, like threatening the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, to deliberately break supply chains and bring about global famine. They fabricate fake diseases and weaponize public fear, creating artificial crises just to profit from big pharma, while systematically eroding health and population numbers. Historically, the system has always crushed anyone who dared to challenge this order. Look at JFK, who moved to bypass the central banking cartel with silver-backed currency. Look at Saddam Hussein, who dared to sell Iraqi oil in euros instead of US dollars. Look at Muammar Gaddafi, who was actively building a pan-African gold-backed dinar to escape the Western financial loop. The system does not tolerate anyone threatening its power. It uses your hard-earned dollars to crush dissent, wipe out populations, and manage its global matrix. But this is 2026. The time for these endless, blood-soaked wars and engineered panics is over. The human race has outgrown this ancient, destructive script. We need to remember a fundamental truth. We are the 99%. The corrupt elite at the top only have power because we hand it to them every single day through our compliance. It is time to step up and take our power back. If you want to stop the violence, you have to break the mental conditioning, starve the beast, and stop paying for it. And to the men and women wearing the government military uniforms, it's time to look at who you are actually protecting. Your minds have been conditioned to accept obedience over morality. You're being used as pawns for politicians who view you as expendable. True bravery isn't blindly following orders that destroy innocent lives based on government lies. True honor is choosing to stand down. Refuse to be the enforcement arm of tyrants. Put down your weapons, protect your neighbors, and join the people. So, LA, how do we take our sovereignty back? We stop playing their rigged game. Step 1. Escape the paper currency scam and the mental prison that goes with it. It's an unbacked illusion, printed out of thin air to steal your wealth through inflation. True money is gold and silver, the exact physical assets these leaders tried to leverage, but don't keep it where local bureaucrats can easily confiscate or tax it. You need to buy and vault your precious metals overseas in private, secure jurisdictions like Switzerland or Singapore. Combine that offshore physical security with decentralized cryptocurrency, and your wealth is completely out of their reach. Step 2. Vote with your feet. It's time to leave the system behind by using flag theory. This is the ultimate strategy to legally stop paying taxes to oppressive regimes. You plant different flags around the world. Get a second passport from one country. Set up your online business in a second, tax-free country. Live in a third and vault your assets in a fourth. By spreading your life across borders, no single government owns your labor, your physical self, or your conscience. But you don't have to navigate this global shift alone. At SovereignTribe, we specialize in setting up tailored, one-on-one consultations to map out your exit strategy. We guide you, step by step, through securing strategic secondary residencies in freedom-loving nations. Best of all, we show you the exact legal pathways to turn those residencies into full, powerful second citizenships. We handle the red tape so you can secure your ultimate backup plan. Step 3. Go off the grid on your own terms. True independence isn't just about money, it's about survival. Start farming, grow your own food, catch your own rainwater, set up solar power. When you can feed your family and power your home without relying on a centralized system, you become completely uncancelable. You stop being a dependent subject and start being a sovereign individual. But remember, when all is said and done, escaping the matrix isn't just about physical walls, gold bars, or passports. True sovereignty is internal. To truly win this war against human consciousness, we must elevate our vibrations to the highest level. We must ground ourselves in the absolute power of love, truth, and righteous rebellion, just as Jesus preached. People forget that Jesus didn't comply with a corrupt establishment. He entered the temple and forcefully flipped over the tables of the money changers and the extortionate tax collectors who were draining the people. He drew a line in the sand against systemic greed. When we choose compassion, community, and unconditional love, we rise above their frequencies entirely. Fear, anger, and division are the tools of the controllers. When you elevate your vibration, you cannot trap a soul that operates on the level of divine truth. Keep your designer logos. I'd rather own my offshore gold, my food, and my freedom. Welcome to the SovereignTribe. Stop letting them govern your mind and finance their wars. Head over to SovereignTribe.io right now. Book your residency consultation today, elevate your life, and let's build your escape hatch together.